Loyalty doesn't mean discounts. It doesn't mean let's give things away. It doesn't have to cost you anything. Think about what it actually means. Really think about it. For a guest to have your venue's branded wallet sitting on their phone, your name, your colours in their pocket, and they're walking down the street, maybe heading somewhere else, and their phone nudges them, you're nearby. That is not a voucher. That is not a 2-for-1. That is presence.
Welcome to Captive Conversations, brought to you by Captive Wi-Fi. This podcast brings you the best stories from suppliers, marketers, and operators from our beloved hospitality sector. Now, let's get on with the show.
Every day, every single day, hundreds of guests walk into a venue, have an absolutely brilliant time, and leave as strangers. The venue has no idea who they are, no way to reach them, no way to bring them back. Gone. And here's the bit that drives me absolutely mad. It could all be different. In 15 seconds. That's what today's about. Hi, I'm Georgina, co-director at Captive Wi-Fi, and welcome to Captive Conversations. Today, we're talking about loyalty, and before anyone switches off, I promise you, this is not what you think it is. Not the points card stuffed at the bottom of the wallet, not the app nobody downloads, not 2-for-1 Tuesday, none of that. I want to talk about the loyalty that makes people actually want to come back, the kind that makes a guest feel genuinely like a place knows them, because there is a difference, a massive one, and it usually starts with a very specific look on someone's face. Part 1, the myth. So I remember Adam coming back from a meeting once, and I could just tell, that face, like something had happened and he was still processing it. So I asked him, and he said he mentioned loyalty to this operator. Brilliant venue, genuinely beautiful space, incredible staff, real regulars who love the place. And the whole room just went cold, like he'd said something offensive. And we sat there afterwards just going, what are people actually scared of here? That conversation stuck with both of us because we realised it's not loyalty they're scared of, it's the word. That look we've seen so many times. The moment loyalty gets mentioned with a high-end operator, something shifts. It's like you've just suggested they hand out vouchers on the street or put a board up outside saying 2-for-1 Tuesdays. And honestly, I get it. I completely get it, because loyalty as a word inside hospitality has a serious branding problem. People hear the word loyalty inside hospitality and they picture point cards, cheap incentives, a race to the bottom on price. But that's not loyalty. That's bribery, and there is a difference. Real loyalty isn't about what you chuck at someone on the way out the door. It's about how they felt when they were there, seen, remembered, known. Like the venue actually cares about who they are. And that feeling, that's the part that's so easy to miss, but it absolutely doesn't have to be. And let me show you how fast it can actually happen. Part 2, the 15-second moment. Okay, so here's what we actually do. When a guest walks into a venue and connects to the Wi-Fi, in 15 seconds, we can pick up their details, build their profile, and get them into the loyalty program before they've even looked at a menu. No forms, no apps, no faff, no can you just fill this in for us? Just connect to the Wi-Fi and everything follows. That moment right there, the very start of the visit, before the order, before the bill, before any of it, is the single most underused opportunity in hospitality. And most venues walk straight past it every single day. But not all of them. Let me tell you about one that absolutely categorically does not. Part 3, Regency Club. Okay, Regency Club. Adam doesn't stop going on about this. And when I talk about the tech stack, you'll understand why, because it is a dream. You've got Lightspeed for point of sale, store kit for at-table ordering, 7 rooms for reservations, Leap for loyalty, and then you've got Captive Wi-Fi pulling the whole thing together. Every single tool talking to every other tool. And honestly, getting to that point takes real commitment, because most venues are still on the journey of making their systems actually speak to each other. And that's completely fine, but this is what it looks like when you get there. But here's the bit I love. When a guest sits down, okay, hold on, high-enders, high-end venues, you need to stay with me because I promise there's a point to the end of this and I promise it doesn't have to be this way. So please stay with me, okay? When a guest sits down, this is at Regency Club, a member of the team comes over and says, "Would you like a free beer?" Almost everyone says yes, obviously. Amazing. Just connect to the Wi-Fi, download your wallet, show us, and it's yours. 15 seconds, done. Now, I can already hear some of you, "Georgina, free beer? Really?" Stay with me, because the beer is not the point. The point is what's already happened. Quietly, invisibly, in those 15 seconds, the Wi-Fi has already captured their details automatically, accurately, zero effort from the guest. And when they scan to order, their name is already there, their loyalty points are there, the venue already knows them on their first visit. And that is what being seen can feel like. It's part of it. And that is what the technology quietly, brilliantly makes possible. That's not tech showing off. That's just exceptional hospitality with a very good memory. Now, I know. Some of you you're still going, "George, free beer thing. We don't do that. That's not us. Our guests wouldn't." I hear you. Let's talk about that. Part 4. Community over currency. So now we're going back to that look, yeah? The one in the meeting, the one that says, "We're not doing the stamp card." You're right. You absolutely don't have to. And I want to say that really clearly. Loyalty doesn't mean discounts. It doesn't mean let's give things away. It doesn't have to cost you anything. Think about what it actually means. Really think about it. For a guest to have your venue's branded wallet sitting on their phone, your name, your colours in their pocket, and they're walking down the street, maybe heading somewhere else, and their phone nudges them, "You're nearby." That is not a voucher. That is not a 2-for-1. That is presence. The venues we all genuinely admire, the ones with the real regulars, real community, they didn't build that with a point scheme. They built it by making people feel like they belonged there. Technology makes that easier. It should make that easier. But it has to start with that intention. Which brings me to the question we get asked the most every single time. "Okay, George, but how do I actually get them to connect?" Part 5, the connection trigger. And the honest answer, the real answer, is that there is no single right way. It completely depends on who you are. A free beer works brilliantly in the right setting. It's fun, it's instant, people love it. No shame in that whatsoever. But if your venue is more refined and you know who you are, then match the moment. A glass of sparkling on arrival, a cocktail, something small and considered that just says, "We're glad you're here," or... And this is the one I think people genuinely underestimate. Nothing at all. Because sometimes the most powerful connection trigger is just a conversation, a human interaction, a human moment. So if you have their name from the booking, you literally say their name, so let's pretend that was me, and you go, "Hi, George, we've got Wi-Fi. It's so worth connecting because we'll remember all your preferences for next time." It's that simple, warm, no transaction required. And if you don't have their name from the booking, even better, please can I grab your name for the table? You're already collecting, already making it personal, already making them feel known. And then you go into the, "George, we've got the Wi-Fi on. It's so worth connecting because we'll have all your preferences ready for next time." The best version of all of this is remembering the intention that you are trying to get them to perceive is not about data capturing at all. It's about making someone feel welcome from the moment that they arrive. The data is just what you need. It's what makes you brilliant at it every single time. They don't need to know that. You do. So stop asking, "How do we get them to sign up?" Instead, start asking, "How do we make them want to stay in touch?" That is a completely different conversation. Those 15 seconds are not a tech moment. They are a hospitality moment. It's what you guys do best. The tech just makes sure that you never forget them. Because let's face it, you see way too many people in a day to remember every single face. But it feels good to be remembered. So if I'm leaving you with one thing today, it's this. Those first 15 seconds, when a guest walks in, sits down, looks round, that is not dead time. That is everything. It's the moment they decide whether this feels like somewhere they belong, and whether you offer them a beer, a glass of something beautiful, a warm conversation, or just a genuine smile that says, "We know you're here." You can turn that moment into the beginning of a relationship that lasts years. And that's not because of any app. That's not because of the Wi-Fi. It's because of how you made them feel. The Wi-Fi just remembers it for you. If today got you thinking, brilliant! Come find us on LinkedIn or head to captivewifi.com. And if you're a venue and you want to talk any of this through genuinely, just drop us a message. We love this stuff, clearly. Until next time.